But then, you know what? This 21-day thing they say or I read about, is it really real? Because I see a lot of people say, you know what, if you want to break free from these bad habits, do this consistently for 21 days. Do this consistently for 64 days or as the case may be. I mean, does it work with days? I mean, what is the duration to break free from a bad habit?
I would say that in the information age we are in now, ignorance is a choice. It's so unfortunate that so many people have deceived us so well enough, and some of them are even well known. The moment you want to break a bad habit and you begin to count days, do you know what you're doing for yourself psychologically?
Tell me.
You're calculating how many days you're going to refer to when you go back to it. When you go back to I stopped it for 15 days, I think I'll try it again. Once you're breaking it, you're not counting any day or any days. You are out of it. You're not counting, okay, 3 days I overcame this. Then I'm going to try another one more day. Because the way that works is you're already counting how many days you've been able to survive. If you fall back into it, which you most likely to, you will tell yourself, okay, I did 3 weeks. Okay, I will try and do it again. You're doing try and error. But once I'm out of it, when I say good night, I don't say good evening. Very important. Now, let me just say this. For those who are out there who want to, break certain bad habits.
Okay.
Yeah, there are different ones there. Pornography and masturbation. It's something that is very, very common in our world today. Very, very common among ladies, among guys, young men, teenagers and all. Now, for this, just remember some of the principles I shared.
Okay.
But before I go into that, I want to give you an assignment.
All right.
If you can try these little things, it's going to help you to be able to achieve much more. What I tell people in my coaching classes is this. If you can achieve small success, there is this, we call it vibration bubble.
Like you're happy.
In
the
law of attraction. Yeah, so there's this vibration you're emitting and giving out that I did this. Your energy is increasing. I think I can do more. For example, in the morning, you dress your bed. Once you're up, before you leave. In the evening, when you return, leaving the house with a dressed bed gives you a mindset of, I've achieved a level of success. Coming back at night, whatever the way the day went, you return back to the house and then you're seeing your bed well dressed. It gives you a level of success achievement for the day. So I want to give you an assignment. Think about something in your life or an area of your life you want to stop. But remember, you need to replace it with something else. There's no vacuum anywhere in the world. Before you take hold on that...
I feel like we need to emphasize the fact that when you're thinking about replacing it with a good habit, it has to be something equivalent to what you're trying to break out from, or something greater
yes,
than that,
yes.
So that it has more effect.
Yes. Just to say this, there are different people who say, okay, you put on the rubber band, and then once you catch yourself doing it,
I don't think that is real.
You throw that. Oh, I've done so many researches on this thing. You draw the
It
thing.
doesn't work anyway.
So once it pains you, it reminds you of, you don't do that next time.
Or when you tell a lie, you say you slap yourself.
And then slap yourself and all of those things. These things don't have a long-lasting impact. And when you're breaking out of these things, it builds your self-confidence. Yes, it builds your self-confidence.
That's another part we'll touch in another episode.
Good. Now, coming back to what I was saying, take note of, just look at an area of your life. I think this area, I want to break out of these bad habits. Now, while you have this in view, if you can do this within the next 7 days, reach back to us. You can send us messages, comments, email, and all. Ensure that for the next 7 days, you dress your bed in the morning before you leave. It's probably an habit you've never formed before. Try and form that habit. Another thing is this. If you've been used to taking your bath with warm water, can you just try it for the next 7 days to bath with cold water?
I know a lot of people are sitting on this table right now. Okay, so some people feel like they're going to freak out.
So it's not a comfortable environment. It's not what you're used to. But then you are priming your mind. You're doing a rehearsal for that big thing you want to do. Come on, I've always taken my bath. I'm 23 years old and I've always had my bath with warm water. For the first time this week, this is the third day, even though it's not been convenient, but I've tried to. It means that monster out there, I'm going to overcome that thing there. So if you can try to do that. Another thing too is this. If you can try to brush your mouth in the morning with the opposite hand.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, it
I think this will be fun to try out.
It could sound strange, a bit weird. You know,
Oh,
I'm a right-handed person.
Are you sure I'm going to have a clean teeth at the end of the day?
You're trying to achieve a particular goal.
Oh,
So
wow.
bear in mind that, you know, you're trying to drive home a point. You have a goal.
Okay.
So you know, if you're a right-handed person, you try to use your left hand. It's going to be awkward the first day. The second day, the first time I tried, actually, I injured my gum. You know?
Okay, so you should be prepared for some form of
Yeah,
injury.
so, but I was doing it, you know, quite fast. So
Oh, okay.
do it gently, but then it's going to be awkward. But just bear in mind, this is how, when I'm trying to address that thing, it's going to be this awkward. You're preparing your mind.
Okay.
You know, I said initially, when you're trying to break a bad habit, get prepared. It's not going to be
Yeah,
convenient.
convenient.
It's not going to be what you're used to. But start from the little things and then grow into it. And then bear in mind that you may not really see the change really big out there, but understand every time you get very uncomfortable with that new change you're making, you are actually growing those weeds along that path. And before long, you discover that when you remember that thing, it's just like, well, that's my past. No emotion is flowing that way again. It works like magic.
Wow. Thank you so much, my doctor, for this in-depth analysis on how to break free from bad habits and take on yours. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we do appreciate. And of course, thank you so much for watching. I am sure you enjoyed this episode and you must have learned one or two things. Now, it doesn't end there. This episode, we have tasks to do. Do not forget those things that the Mind Doctor has shared with us. I mean, these simple things that you just used to try yourself. Let's even see if you can even do it for at least 1 week. I mean, it's 7 days. It's not a long time anyways. So, I love the part of where he said, try and lay your bed every morning before you leave the house. And let's see if you would not miss it for 1 day. If you're able to do this consistently for 7 days, sincerely, reach out to us and let us know how you felt doing it. I mean, laying your bed every morning, in fact, I am a part of this too. So this is like a challenge. Let's see how far we go. Dressing our bed every morning, brushing our teeth with the left hand right now, okay? Because I'm right-handed and I'm so used to the right hand. So let's see how far we go. Brushing with the left hand and maybe trying writing with the left hand. It's still going to be awkward, but trust me, I am in for the awesome experience. And if you're able to do this consistently, my darling, that is how to break free from bad habits. Don't forget, it will not be easy, but you know what? It is possible. See you in the next episode. Bye.